I'm going to start today multimedia lesson. So that is very important lesson, and there are some normally it's based on the theory and practical both. So here I'm going to start first theory part, right? Okay, so last week I discussed with you what is the digital graphic, right? So you can remember normally with the digital normally digital graphics we can use with the digital devices, right? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ සංඛ්‍යාංක නැත්නම් අංකිත උපකරණ සමග භාවිතා කළ හැකි පින්තූර නැත්නම් ඉමේජස් වලට නැත්නම් සිංහලෙන් අපි ඒක දාලා තියෙන වචන ග්‍රාෆික ඒ පින්තූර වලට අපි කියන පුතේ අංකිත ග්‍රාෆික කියලා, right? So this is very important. Normally you know what are the digital graphics, but here we have to go, normally we have to study in detail the digital graphics, right? Okay, then you can see the definition. You can remember drawings or images created with the use of computer graphics software are called digital graphics. This definition I picked from your textbook, right? So we can get that definition. Okay, සිංහල මීඩියම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දකින්න පුළුවන් පොතේ ඩෙෆිනිෂන් එක අපි මේක ගිය සතියේ කතා කරපු නිසා මම පොඩ්ඩක් මේ කොටස ඉක්මනින් පාස් කරන්න. right, මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහන්න. Right, so last week we discussed about the basic elements of the digital graphic. Simply we get the points only: pixel, resolution, size, color. Those are the main elements of the digital graphic, right? සිංහලෙන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දකින්න පුළුවන් පුතේ පික්සල්, විභේදනය, ප්‍රමාණය සහ වර්ණය කියන මූලිකාංග තමයි අපි අංකිත ග්‍රාෆිකයක් සමග කතා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. Right. Now, so I'm asking some questions, therefore you have to go to the lesson, right? Okay, I stop this from this place, you can remember, right? Today I'm going to discuss with you the pixel, right? Can you see the pixel here? There is a small dot that is just like a square, right? So you can see the pixel here. The pixel is a tiny illuminated dot having a color which is displayed on a computer screen, right? So you can see there are some small dots, right? So that we call pixel. So pixel has a color, right? Normally pixel has some colors, right? You can see so there are so many pixels. Normally when like this part we call pixel array. Here you can see pixel rows, here you can see pixel columns, and another one that is a very important part, here when we magnify we can see those pixels, right? Okay, when we magnify, right, සමහර වෙලාවට අපි images ගොඩාක් මේ magnify කරද්දී අපිට මේ වගේ පේන images වර්ග තියෙනවා. ඒකට හේතුව අපි පස්සේ කතා කරමු පුතා. Here you can see some pixels. සිංහල medium pixel කියලාමයි කියන්නේ පුතේ. එතකොට පින්තූරයක් තුල තියෙන ඉතාමත් කුඩා වර්ණ සහිත කුඩා කොටසකට අපි කියන පුතේ pixel එකක් කියලා, right? So this is the definition of the pixel: tiny illuminated dot having a color which is displayed on the computer screen, right? So I'm asking this again you, right? So don't forget this definition, right? The digital graphics are created with 1,000 of such pixels, right? So I think no need to explain it, you know how to create the images with the pixels, right? ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැකලා තියෙනවා කියන්නේ pictures වල කොහොමද pixels අන්තර්ගත වෙන්නේ කියන එක. These pixels get arranged in rows or columns close to each other to produce graphic image. So you can see there are some rows or columns, so all together create the image, right? මේ rows columns එකතු වෙලා තමයි පුතේ image එකක් හැදලා තියෙන්නේ. A digital graphic is an array of rectangular pixels called the bitmap, right? So that arrays we call another name that we call bitmap, right? Okay, right. Bitmap කියන නමින් අපි ඒ වගේ arrays අපි හඳුනනවා. pixel arrays අපි හඳුනනවා bitmap කියන වචනයෙන්. හරි. Okay, now we can move to the next part. Right. Okay. Right. So number of pixels, capacity of the image and quality. So can you tell me, are there any relationship? Are there any relationship? Number of pixels, capacity of the image, quality of the image. සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ pixels ප්‍රමාණය, ධාරිතාව සහ image එකේ ගුණාත්මක බව. ඒ factors, ඒ සාධක තුන අතර සම්බන්ධතාවයක් තියෙනවාද? Example, if I ask, is it directly proportional or inversely proportional, right? Directly proportional. සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ මොකද්ද අනුලෝම සමානුපාතද කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ එක සාධකයක් ඉහළ යද්දී අනිත් සාධකය ඉහළ යනවාද? අනිත් එක නැත්නම් ප්‍රතිලෝමද කියන එක, right? අනුලෝමද ප්‍රතිලෝමද කියන එක අපි කියන්නේ සමානුපාතික බව. ඒකට මට කියන්න ඕනේ pixels ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙද්දී ධාරිතාවට මොකද වෙන්නේ? If the high number of pixels, what about the capacity? I want to ask from Virun, can you tell me if there are some picture with the high number of pixels, what about the capacity? With the high number of pixels, what about the capacity? Is it increase or decrease? With the Virun, is it increase or decrease? Number of pixels increase, right? That means it is directly proportional, right? So what about the quality, Virun? Quality? Increase, right? Okay, very good, right? So number of pixels increase, then capacity also increase. Then you can understand that is very important. Here you can see it is directly proportional, right? Okay, here you can see number of pixels and capacity both are normally when the pixel rate is increasing, quality also increasing and capacity too increasing, right? So those are very important factors when you are doing the exam, right? So those are very important. And when you are doing the practicals also you need this knowledge, right? Okay. And when you are developing the web page also you need those that knowledge, right? Okay, here you can see, right? Some pictures when you are enlarging, so you can normally that quality is decreasing, right? Some of the images with the images happen this thing, right? So you can see some images when you enlarge, so you can see like this way, right? Okay, we can discuss those things, right? Normally here this is another factor, this is very important. Here we have to see one of the another relationship, the number of pixels, normally number of colors in the pixel and number of bits in the pixel. So that is very important, right? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියනවා පුතේ pixel එකක් තුල තියෙන bits ප්‍රමාණය සහ pixel එකක් තුල තිබෙන වර්ණ ප්‍රමාණය අතර සම්බන්ධතාවයක් තියෙනවා. හරි? So we can see that. What is that? Here the number of bits per pixel determines the color used in an image. So you can see here single bit represent two colors. If there are normally if there are 2 bits in the pixel, so you can see if there are some 2 bits in the single pixel, here you can see how many colors. Sorry, if there are one bit, single bit in the pixel, so you can see two colors because again look at here. If there are one bit mean 2 to the power 1 is 2, right? If there are one bit in a pixel, if there are one bit, right? If there are one bit in the pixel, so this is bit, right? One bit in the pixel, so you can see there are two colors in the pixel, right? If there are two bits in the pixel, if there are two bits in the pixel, what is happen? Two bits. If there are two bits in the pixel, then you can see 2 to the power 2, that is 4, right? Okay. So this is very important. Then you can see the high number of bits in the, normally when the number of bits increasing, normally number of bits in the pixel is increasing, the number of colors also increasing, right? We can see it, right? Check that. Okay, here, right. Here you can see colors per pixel used is equals to 2 to the power bits per pixel, right? Here 2 to the power bits per pixel, then that means the number of bits in a pixel, right? When we get that as a 2 to the power, we can find the number of colors per pixel, right? සිංහල මීඩියම් කියනවා පුතේ එක පික්සල් එකක් ඇතුලේ තියෙන බිට්ස් ප්‍රමාණය එක පික්සල් එකක් ඇතුලේ තියෙන බිට්ස් ප්‍රමාණය, right? එක පික්සල් එකක් ඇතුලේ තියෙන බිට්ස් ප්‍රමාණය දෙකේ බලයක් විදිහට ගත්තොත් ඒක සමාන වෙනවා ඒ පික්සල් එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන colors ප්‍රමාණයට. හරි? So that is very important, right? Now I am going to show you there is a big mistake in your book, right? So we have to recorrect that mistake. Here you can see if the pixel has 4 bits, what has happened? If a pixel has a 4 bits, you know the relationship now. 2 to the power 4 is equals to what? 16, right? 2 to the power 4 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So you know that answer should be 16. So if I ask, if there are 5 bits, if there are 5 bits in a pixel, can you tell me the number of colors? Can you tell me the number of colors in that? I want to ask from Yashin. Yashin, can you tell me there is a picture that each pixel has 5 bits. So I am asking how many colors in a pixel? If there
32.
are, very good. If there are 5 pixels, mean 2 to the power 5 is 32 colors in a pixel, right? Take a pixel, look at the colors. This is very good. Thank you so much, Yashin. Right. Next one. If there are 6 pixels, right? Okay, Viduni. If there are 6 pixels, how many colors in that pixel? Normally include the how many colors included in that pixel? If there are 6 bits in a pixel,
64.
Yes, very good. 64, because you know 2 to the power 6 is equals to 64, right? My next question goes to Dinesh, right? If there are 10 bits in a pixel, so how many colors in that in a pixel? How many colors?
1024.
Yes, 2 to the power
10.
Yes, your answer is correct. Tell me.
1020.
Yes, 1020. 24. Very good, right? Very good, Dine. Right? Okay, 1024. So I'm not asking you, no, it's okay. I think you can, right? If there are 16 bits in a pixel, how many colors in that pixel can form? Kalanavi, 16 bits.
65,536.
Very good. 65,536 colors, right? At Pandas, Pansitis, Haya. So very good, Kalanavi. Thank you so much. 65,536. 65,536 colors, right? Okay. Now, if I ask another one, if there are 128 colors in the pixel, can you tell me how many bits in that pixel included? If there are 128 colors in a pixel, can you tell me how many bits included in that pixel?
7 bits.
Yes, very good, right? Very good, Viduni. It's 7, right? So 7 bits, right? Okay. Now, can you check your book now, right? Yeah, after this point, can you check your book, right? Look at your book, right? So they put here square root of 16 equals to 4. Therefore, when you put the square root, when you find the square root of the number of colors, then you can find the bits. So according to that, then Viduni send me 128. Okay, forget it. Think about the 32, right? Right. So I want to clear this. Right. Okay. Think about the 32. So if there are 32 colors, how many bits inside that Putta? Inside the pixel? 2 to the power? Iduni?
Yes, miss.
Yes. How many? Then if there are 32 colors in a pixel, how many
6
bits?
bits. 6 bits.
6 or 5?
Sorry, miss. 5, 5.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it
miss.
should be 5, right? Number of bits equals to 5, right? Okay. So then can you tell me in your book, is it correct? Right? Is that square
Yes,
root of,
miss.
yes, it's wrong,
Yeah.
no? Yeah. So square root of 16 is equals to 4. It's okay, but square root of 32 is not equals to 5. Right? So it is incorrect, right? So you can use the pencil and you can cut it down because it is incorrect, right? Then if they give you the number of colors, how can you find in theoretically? If they ask you to do the workings and all, so you have to show the normally you have to show the calculations, no? So how can you do that? කොහොමද පුතේ 32 කියලා අපිට කලර්ස් ප්‍රමාණය දීලා තිබුණොත් කොහොමද අපි බිට් සංඛ්‍යා හොයාගන්නේ theoretically? දැන් මේක දීලා තියෙන විදිහ වැරදිනේ නේද? ස්ක්වයර් රූට් එකෙන් නෙමෙයි හොයන්නේ. This is wrong, no? Right? This is wrong. How can you find?
Logarithm to the base 2.
Sorry, Puta. We have to do the
logarithm of that number to the base 2. Logarithm of that number to the base 2.
yes, we have to do the repeated division. So can you remember the repeated division method? Yes, we can use that logarithm, but easily we can find what? Normally we can do the repeated division, no? 2 to the 2 in, then 2 into 16 is 32. Yes, logarithm method also you can use. Then 2 to the power, then 2 into 8 here, right? 2 into 4 here, right? Normally we haven't given you 65,536, but here you can find number of 2's, easily, no? Yeah, 2 into 1. Right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can use, if they given you the number of colors, then you can do the repeated division by 2, right? When you apply that repeated division method by 2, then you can find the number of 2's, then only you can find the number of bits in a pixel, right? So any method you can use. If you want, you can use that logarithmic method. So anyway, you can find the number of bits, right? Okay, so don't worry. This is normally they have given you with the MCQ. As a MCQ they can give you, right? Therefore, you have to get the clear understand about it, right? So this is very important, right? Okay. Now, so you can see the this graph in your this table in your book. Right here you can see here 1 bit just like this, 4 bits, and 8 bits, and with the 24 bits you can see the high number of colors. Therefore that image quality also very high, right? We can compare those things. So this quality is very high here, right? Okay, so we discussed those things, right? Now, second topic, what is that? Second element, what is that? Is resolution, right? So this is very important, right? Resolution, you know, you use this word, right? Sometimes you use to compare some resolutions of the multimedia projector with your laptop or computer. Sometimes you cannot see with the laptop, you can see high resolution pictures, but with the multimedia projector it is not like that, right? So this is happened because of that resolution. So actually we have to go to the what is the resolution. Sinhala medium පුතේ අපි කියන පුතේ image එක තියෙන විභේදනය, පින්තූරයක තියෙන විභේදනය. හරි? So this is very easy. I can remember one of the MCQ given by this part too, right? Okay, here this is very easy. You can see your length and breadth. දිග සහ පළල බලන්න පුතේ. They have given the value of the length and breadth. Okay, right. You can see here 175 pixels in this side. Here 250 pixels. The physical dimension is displayed as the image resolution, right? Okay. What is the physical dimension? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ භෞතික පරිමාණය, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Here, if they have given here, you can see 175 mean what? It is 175 pixels in this side. In this side, 250 pixels. So what is the resolution? We should find area of the image, right? We should find the area of the image. So how to find the area? You should multiply 175 into 250. Then don't worry, we can have that answer 43,750 pixels, right? So that is the resolution of this picture. So sometimes they can give you like this. They can give you so 5. So they can give you like this, right? 1 inch. There is a image. Then one simple එකක් ගන්න පුතේ 5 pixels per inch, right? 5 pixels per inch. They have given you, there is a image 5 pixels, right? 5 pixels ma px දාන්න පුතේ 5 pixels per inch, right? ppi කියලා දෙන්න පුතේ එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ per inch, right? මම මෙතන normally they have given 5 ppi. මෙන්න මෙහෙම දෙයි ප්‍රශ්නයක් පුතේ. ppi. So what do you mean by that? 5 pixels per inch. එක අඟලක් ඇතුලේ pixels 5ක් තියෙනවා. හරි? එක අඟලක් ඇතුලේ pixels පහක් තියෙනවා කියන එකයි ඒකේ තේරුම. හරි. Right. Another one. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ දෙයි ඒක තමයි පාලල ඒ පින්තූර that is the breadth of that image and they have given you another one length. So just like this. Right, they have given you 10 in this length is 10 ppi, right? So that means pixels per inch, right? Length. Then they told you that one of the images, so this image they have given these values they have given you, and they have given you the length and breadth of this image, right? May values දෙක දීලා යාලා දෙයි පුතේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. Sorry, මේකේ පුතේ එක side එකක් දුන්නාම ඇති. Normally they have given you, right, this value, and they have given you the length and breadth, right? Think it is 10 and 5, right? 5 inches. In this side 5 inches, in this side 10 inches, right? Okay. Can you tell me the resolution of this image? Again, they have given you this value. It is 5 pixels per inch. And here they have given you the length. And here they have given you the breadth. So how can you find the resolution of this image? Right? This is not ICT, this is maths, right? Shall I ask somebody? Vidoni Enuri. Okay, Navita. So they have given these values only, right? Length and breadth they have given, and this value they have given. Navita, they now only add. Navita. Okay. Samitu. Yeah. Samitu, can you tell me how to find the resolution of this image? We have only 5 minutes. 4 minutes. Dinet, can you help me? Yes, Netunima. Netunima is talking, right?
1,250.
How can you find පුතා? කොහොමද Netunima හෙව්වේ පුතේ? දිග කොච්චරක් ආවද? දිග මෙතන lens side එකේ pixels ගාන කොච්චරද? කොහොමද අපි ඒක හොයන්නේ? එක ඉන්ච් එක තියෙනවා නම් 5ක්, inches 10ම ඔක්කොම කීයද පුතේ? 10ම. 5 10. Because Netunima doing in sing. පුතේ 50 නේද? Very good. 50 pixels තියෙන මේ side එකේ. In this side 5 into 5 it's 25. Yes, then after 50 into 25 you got the answer. එමෙද පුතේ ගත්තේ 50 25ද? Is that the way? ඔයා මේ විදිහට හෙව්වේ පුතේ? කීය දෙන්න ඕනේ? 0, then 5, 1,250. Is that your answer?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. It's the answer.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Netunima. Thank you so much. Very good, right? Yes. This is the answer, right? Okay. Right. Any another one, right? තව චුට්ටකින් අපේ වෙලාව ඉවර නිසා මම එකක් දෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොයලා මට ආන්සර් කියන්න ඕනේ. අපි අපව කනෙක්ට් වුණාම මට ආන්සර් එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි? There is a value that is 10 ppi, right? 10 ppi. length and breadth is, that image length is 15 inches, right? 15 inches. And breadth is 12 inches, right? Okay, right. Okay, then you can connect with me after 3 minutes. You can connect with me, right? Okay, so do this. So find the resolution of this image, right? You can see the 10 ppi. Then after length 15 inches, breadth is 12 inches. Okay. Then after 2 minutes, you can connect with me, right, Putra? Right. So I think it is very easy for you. Can you show your calculation part? So by using the text box, you can show your calculations. Who's ready? Navita, can you show me that calculation part? So just you can put multiply the equal symbol just like that. Cannot use the okay. It's okay, Navita. I think it's hard for you. You can use that text box. Okay, very good, right? So this is the way, then you know 12 times, don't erase it, right? Again, put that, Navita, right? So you can see then 10 times 12 is 120 and 10 times 50 is 100, sorry, 10 times 15 is 150, then 120 times 150 is equals to 18,000. So I think it is very easy for you. Right, now you know how to find the resolution, right? Okay, now today we had to do the thank you, Navita, thank you so much. Right, now today we have to go to the revision lessons too. Before that, okay, here this is another question. You can see they have given you the number of pixels here, right? You can see here they have given you the picture. So it has that 2048 pixels. In this side 1536 pixels. So you know then how to find that. You have to multiply, right? Sometimes they can give like this way, sometimes they can give like the previous way, right? So you can remember they have given you the ppi value, right? Okay. Then this is important thing. The high resolution digital graphic using the large number of pixels is higher in quality. So you know then high resolution, large capacity and high quality, right? So that is normally common sense for you, right? Then මේ වෙද්දී ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නා පුතේ pixels ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ ධාරිතාව වැඩි, ඒ වගේම උසස් විභේදනයකින් යුක්තයි, ඒ වගේම ඒකේ ගුණාත්මක බව වැඩි, ඒ වගේම ධාරිතාවත් වැඩි නේද? හරි. Right. Here we are using special thing. So you can see already we use this one. Here there are two units, number of pixels per inch or number of dots per inch, right? Normally you can see there are two units. They have given you number of pixels per inch and number of dots per inch, right? Okay. So pixels per inch ppi, dots per inch dpi.
Excuse me, miss, me mute වෙලා.
Okay, now okay, right. Right, so there are two units, so that is very important, Puta. Right, here you can see when that here when the DPI value is increasing, what will happen? So that quality also increasing. When the DPI value is decreasing, you can see that what about the quality has happened, right? Okay, so that is very important, right? So those are very important, Puta. Right. Now, next one, we have to discuss only the color. So, you can go to that, that you can go to the lesson, right? Then I think we can discuss this part in with the next session, right? So you can see there are two color models and all. We can discuss those things, right? Okay. Now I'm going to discuss with you the revision part, right? So that is very important. Okay, I have to share the command.
Student ID.
Yes, Navita. Navita, what is the primary key should be in a student table?
Student ID.
Yes, student ID. Why is that, Puta?
Because it's unique for
Yeah, because it
each.
is the unique key, right? Sometimes that name can be repeated, but this is the unique key. Thank you, Navita. Then with the book table, that primary key is book ID. With the student table, primary key is student, book ID. Here with the student table, student ID is the primary key. Uh, Niduli, can you tell me when you are using the reservation table, what should be the primary key?
What student ID and book ID?
Very good. Thank you so much, Niduli. Student ID and book ID, normally both keys create the composite primary key or compound primary key, right? Student ID, altogether the student ID and book ID create the compound primary key or composite primary key, right? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ student ID සහ book ID එකතු වෙලා සංයුක්ත ප්‍රාථමික යතුරක් හදනවා, right? So you need both keys to identify the record, right? Because you can see the individually when you consider student ID here, it may be repeated, but when we consider the book ID, so it may be repeated. එකම පොත එකම ළමයා එක ළමෙක් කියන්නේ ගෙනිච්ච පොතක් තව ළමෙක් ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ book ID එක repeat වෙන්න පුළුවන්. We have only 3 records no here, right? But sometimes it may be repeated. But when we consider both, and what about the date, right? ඔයාලා හිතන්න පුතේ මේකෙදි ස්ටුඩන්ට් එකම පොත දවස් දෙකකදී අරන් ගියොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ස්ටුඩන්ට් ID එකයි book ID එකයි විතරක් ගත්තොත් අපිට මදි වෙනවා නේද? එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා නේද පුතේ? Right? Right? Okay, එහෙම පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. හරි, but according to the given records, that student ID and book ID is enough, right, for us. Okay, but sometimes like the normally real situation is what, with the student ID, book ID and reserve date also they have to get to create the composite primary key. එහෙම නැත්නම් පුතේගේ rule එකක් දාන්න ඕන student කෙනෙකුට ගෙනිච්ච පොතක් ආයෙ සැරයක් ගෙනියන්න බෑ කියලා නේද? දැන් අපි මේක විතරක් කන්සිඩර් කරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? අනිවාර්යෙන් තව දවසක ඒ ළමයා ගෙනිච්චොත් එහෙම ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් රිපීට් වෙනවා නේද? ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවනේ composite primary key හරි primary key එකකින් හරි කවුරුත් රිපීට් වෙන්න බෑ කියලා. So in that case, we should consider the student ID, reserve date and book ID all together create the composite primary key, right? හරි, අපි එහෙම හිතා ගමු. නමුත් අපි බලමු කොහොමද answers හොයන්නේ කියලා, because you have to select the most suitable answer. හරි, how many fields are in the student table? So very simple question. How many fields are in the student table. මේකත් වරද්දන ළමයි ඉන්නවා. හරිද? How many fields? So you know, normally you can see the fields and rows. Rows are we call records. Normally columns are denote fields. සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන columns වල තියෙන පුතේ ක්ෂේත්‍ර. හරි? And you can see the row wise, you can see the records. හරි? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන පුතේ record එකෙන් තමයි මේ row විදිහට rows විදිහට තියෙන්නේ. Right. But here they ask the how many fields are in the student table. Then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 4 fields. So what should be the answer? Somebody tell me the 4 is the answer, fourth one is the answer. Is it why they use that? Samitu, why you select that answer as fourth one? You told me the value. I don't know why you said that fourth one. How the QA? සිතුරුවනි කිව්වේ නැහැ. ඊට කලින් එනුරි අය පුතේ ඔයා හතර ෆෝර්ත් එක කියලා ගත්තේ මේ 21 වෙනි ප්‍රශ්නෙට.
මිස් එක වැලියු එක 4.
Okay, right. Value එක 4. ඔයා you said this value. That is the thing, right? Viduni, you told me.
Miss, I also said this. Value, miss.
Okay. So you have to send me the answer, right?
Third one. Sorry.
Third one is the answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it should be the third one, right? Okay. Right. Next one. What would be an example of a foreign key in the database, right? So what do you mean by foreign key? Can you remember? I explain you when we are normally when we are doing this lesson. Can you remember if there are some one-to-one relationship and one-to-many relationship? If there are some one-to-one relationship and with the one-to-many relationship only, right? Without having the common primary key. When they have the common primary key, they have to use the foreign key, right? Example, think about the example. Can you tell me one-to-one example for can you tell me I have to ask සද්දම් නැතු ඉන්නේ කවුද? Okay. Virun, can you give me one of the example in your school one-to-one relationship? Virun. 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 Lutara. How many record books do you have, Puta, at this school? 2 or 1 or 2 or 3? How many record books do you have? As a student, how many record books do you have? Right. How many subject teachers do you have? How many subject teachers do you have? Navita, can you tell me how many subject teachers do you have at the school?
Nine.
Yes, okay. Then a subject teacher has normally how many students? One subject teacher has many students in the class, no? In the school, right? You know, it's normally practical. right? You know the real situation. A subject teacher has many students in the class. You have many subject teachers in the school, right? So that is the one of the example, many to many, right? I have given you many example, right? When I am discussed with this, right? Now I cannot say those things, right? But you know, subject teacher, here I put the teacher T, subject teacher, and here students. So that relationship is many to many. Normally we can put M in because both values are not equals, right? එක teacher subject teacher කෙන් තියෙන ළමයි සංඛ්‍යාවයි subject teachers ලා ගානේ සමාන නැහැ. Therefore we can put M and M. Normally we have to put M and N, but in your level it's okay, you can put MM, right? ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ මට්ටමේදී O level මට්ටමේදී MM දාන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ A level මට්ටමට ගියාම පුතේ you cannot put MM, it should be MN because that values are not equals. ඔයාට ඉන්න subject teachers ලා ගානම නෙමෙයි subject teacher කෙනෙකුට ඉන්න ළමයි සංඛ්‍යාව students ලා සංඛ්‍යාව නේද? So that's why we had to put the MN, right? It's okay, don't worry about that. Normally you can put MM, it's okay, but you have to get the understand about it. Okay, then subject teacher has many students in the class. Yeah, many students in the school. A student has many subject teachers. Here there are T1, T2, T3. There are define කරන්නේ. A subject teacher has many students in the school. අනිත් පැත්තට කියන්නේ කොහොමද? A student has many subject teachers in the school, right? So that's how declare the many to many relationship. අපි හැම වෙලේම පුතේ එක සයිඩ් එකකින් එක්කෙනාට ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා. එක්කෙනාට ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා කියන එක තමයි define කරන්නේ. සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් එක විෂය බාර ගුරුවරයෙකු සිසුන් රැසකට උගන්වයි එක් සිසුවකු විෂය බාර ගුරුවරුන් කීප දෙනෙකුගෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. නැත්නම් විෂයන් කීප දෙනෙකු විෂය බාර ගුරුවරුන් කීප දෙනෙකුගෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. හරි ඒක හදා ගන්න හරි පුතේ. So that is how to explain many to many. Right, so you know one to one, then after one to many, and many to many, right? Okay, right, look at that the section. I know very tight now, but we can't do. Okay, what would be an example of the foreign key in the database? Book ID in reservation table. Book ID in reservation table. Yes, you can consider these both student ID and book ID as a compound primary key or composite primary key, but individually when you take consider the definition of the foreign key, foreign key එක definition එක බලුවොත් මොකද්ද පුතේ කියන්නේ? That is the one of the primary key of the another table. So you can see if you consider the book ID individually, so you can see because book ID is the primary key of the another table, therefore in this table it is a foreign key, but it normally include with the composite primary key, right? Included inside the composite primary key, but when you consider book ID only, it is a foreign key because it is a primary key in another table, right? But we have to check the other answers too because we have to get the perfect answer, right? Reserve date in reservation table, right? Because but you cannot get it as the foreign key because it is not the primary key of another table. Grade in the students table, grade also not the primary key of the another table. Title in the book table, so title also not the primary key of the another table, therefore answer should be first one, right? I think all get that answer. 23rd, okay, we can discuss it next day, right? I think now we can finish our session, right? Okay, then good night to all and thank you so much, right? We can finish our class today, right? Okay, Puta.
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
welcome Puta.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, welcome. then
Thank
you
you,
should
miss.
okay, Putta, you should complete this one, right? You should complete this paper, right? Okay, now we'll see the next week, right? Okay, right. Good night to all.